This is Chad and Dalton from Coyote Classics here in Green, Iowa, and today we're checking out a beautiful numbers matching 1979 Pontiac Firebird Formula. This is an absolutely beautifully restored Firebird here. Again, numbers matching, small block, 28,000 miles on it, and just absolutely stunning paint job. Probably one of the nicest red paint jobs that I've seen in a long time.
Way nicer than it would have been from the factory, let's put it that way. Right? It's kind of overly restored when you talk about the paint. It very well could be a 28,000 mile original mile car, according to the interior, and just the floors and frame are perfect on this thing too. So, and that's the biggest thing with these Pontiacs and second generation Camaros. Your floors, frame rails, all that stuff has to be super solid on these, or they're just not worth anything.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you can get a view of this, Dalton, but so many times these Enduro Pontiac bumpers are just kind of cracked up and just not really nice. The paint quality on this Pontiac is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't even see any of the typical cracks that you see on these Trans Ams.
Absolutely not. And just look at the quality of the black paint around in this grille area and around the turning signal lights. I mean, just fantastic. Whoever painted it did an awesome job. You know, they started with a really solid rust-free car. Beautiful original interior as far as we can tell, and just made a fantastic one out of it.
Absolutely. Really original peering under the hood, kind of points to those low miles. Looks like original paint still on the valve covers and engine.
I don't think that motor's ever been out of there by the judging of just a little bit of wear on the paint on the engine. Air conditioning works great. They did go ahead and put a new radiator in it. It's got a big aluminum radiator. Engine compartment, you can tell that they went ahead and taped everything off professionally when they did it. It's your factory 4.9 liter, numbers matching engine. It's your original sticker there. You know, obviously not a Trans Am, but the next best thing, Dalton. Formula. It's got the dual scoop Formula hood, and the body lines are awesome all along here. And from front to back, the back of the hood fits perfectly along with the top of the fender and the top of the door. The windshield is very nice and clear. All the black trim around the windshield's beautiful, and it lays down very nicely, which also kind of goes back to the originality of it. It's never been a rusty car, patched up. And as you mentioned before, the paint is just so deep on it. Everywhere you look, it's just really a show quality car. American Legend rims look great on it. BFG raised white letter tires wrapped around them. Jay did a great job polishing those brand new rims. I should say like new rims. Tiny, tiny little paint chip right there. And there is just a little bit of a paint imperfection, just a little bubble right here in that lower fender. Rocker panel's in great shape. So the bottom of the door is awesome. Bottom of the door is wrapped down in there very nicely. Over top, the wheel well is great. Look at the pinch weld here. Even the paint around the pinch weld on that rear quarter is great. Behind the rear wheels, rust-free and perfect. Nice dual exhaust tips. Back glass looks good. It's got some Sony 6x9s nicely done in the back package tray. And also just really nice black trim around there as well. We do have a little spot here just on the edge, a little tiny chip on the edge of that spoiler. As we look up and down the sides, not only is the paint got a great shine and really deep, the paintwork and bodywork on this Firebird is outstanding. Laser straight. Back bumper's in fantastic shape as well. No cracks, no issues there. Taillight lenses are nice and clear, which is also very important. As we look up and down the passenger side, just as nice as the driver's side, with one exception. I see one little ding just from this angle here under the door handle, which we'll get to in a second. Back bumper is fantastic. Lower quarters, awesome. Over top here, same thing with the pinch welds. I mean, no body filler, nothing like that anywhere in there. It's just really, really nice and original. As far as our tire size goes, looks like we're running some 225 70s, so we have a nice tall tire there on the back. As far as our gap from top to bottom there is awesome. In front of the rear wheels, great. Bottom of the door lines up nice. No blisters or bubbles anywhere there. As far as the back of the hood, top of the fender door lines up awesome. Lower fender's great. So really just that one little paint imperfection is all I can see on that thing, Dalton. And then this little ding I pointed out right here. Hopefully maybe a paintless dent repair guy can take that out of there. Here's what I'm excited to show you guys. This interior is outstanding, but even more so, the paint on the door jambs and the factory stickers here. Factory jam sticker. Paint on the door jamb. Look at that rust-free door. I mean, it's never had a speck of anything put on that. For filler, your corner of the door. You can tell they took the doors apart, completely off, painted it professionally. The door jamb back in here and the front fender is awesome. Top of the rocker's great. One thing they didn't do, it didn't take the striker off. You can see a little overspray on the striker. Not a big deal, but quarter panel is original right here. Seats are in excellent shape too. The cords are really good all the way from top to bottom. Something you can be really proud of this car when you pop into a car show. Thanks, Dom. These things are your typical. These plastic pieces aren't really good. It looks like dome light's not working right now with the door striker. As far as the seat covers in the back are great. We have just a little bit of a white, little scuff right here on the black hard plastic. As we crawl into the inside, all the hard plastic in here is just fantastic. Headliner's great, back shelf is really nice as well. Visors are good. Door buzzer works, horn works. Volt gauge goes right up. Sony CD player works good, nice little sound system. Heater fan works. Air conditioning worked as well as our factory clock works, which really tells us a lot about the vehicle. Wipers work good. As far as our dome light down there underneath the dash works, just our dome light up here is the only one that's not working, guys. Dash lights are all working as well. See that there? I turned them on and shut those off. Starts up super nice. Oil pressure is way over here. Looks like 60 pounds. Temp gauge looks like that's going to work as well. Gas gauge works. Amp gauge works. It's charging about 14 over 14. Sounds awesome too. That dual exhaust sounds really nice. Look at this. Electric trunk works great. We do have a remote for that CD player, and there's your factory 79 Pontiac Firebird owner's manual. The dash pad is like new. The hard plastic's like new in here as well. Console looks brand new. It's fantastic original interior as far as I can tell. Inside the console is really nice as well. We kind of skipped over the door panel, but it's got the remote mirror, and the door panel is just as nice and crisp and clean as the seat covers. Oh wow, thank you, Dalton. Another show quality piece of this 79 Firebird. Beautiful trunk paint. The lip is perfect right here. No body filler there whatsoever. And they just did a great job. I mean, around all the edges on it. If this was a Trans Am, Dalton, this would be worth a ton of money in this shape.
Yeah, these formulas really get overlooked. You know, everyone loves the Trans Ams, but these are really sleek cars as well, and something that you never usually see restored to this kind of quality.
Yeah, definitely right there, Dean. I just love how everything lines up so nice on it. Right here is a little scuff on the paint inside the door jamb. That rubber's rubbed that through there. Original quarters looks great. Scuff plate looks nice. Again, inside corner of the door, and then just the in behind the front fender and everything, you can tell it's just painted beautifully. Door panel looks brand new, you know, and they might have replaced the door panels. They almost look too new, too nice, Dalton. It could have had a new interior. It's just hard to say. Oh, look at that rust-free door. If you guys are in the market for a 79 Firebird, you're not going to find one much nicer than this. It sounds good, runs good, drives good, and just looks fantastic. So check it out on our website, coyoteclassics.com.
Now we're behind the wheel of this Firebird. See how she runs out. Finally got the roads all cleared off from that snow we had last week, so now we can start driving a couple of these again.
Man, what a fantastic, comfortable Firebird. I mean, the steering is absolutely perfect. We kind of talked about it a little bit about what all works and what doesn't. It's got disc brakes on the front. There's absolutely no pull left or right. The brake pedal's way up nice and high, and those power brakes feel great. You know the quality of a car when the clock works. You know, when that original quartz clock works. It's nice and warm in here. Tell you here in a little bit if that temp gauge is coming up on the way back, but oil pressure is still over here at 50 to 60 pounds at an idle.
For a small block too, really gets up and goes pretty nice.
I'll tell you what, I drove a lot of 400 Pontiacs that weren't any faster than this.
Yeah.
If they aren't dialed in right, they're not. Are they? Look at this thing.
75, 80 miles an hour.
And not just 75, 80, 85, 90, but look at it, no hands on the wheel.
It goes down the road nice and virtually no wind noise.
Nothing.
Suspension feels great.
And look at the quality of the shifter. I mean, this kind of says it all. And the quality of that console around here, it very well could be an original mile car. Yeah. There's your kickdown works really good. Again, we're doing 70. Very little wind noise. Shifts up to third. Man, what do you think about it?
I like it a lot.
I love the paint. I love the interior. But this is the first opportunity I've sat behind the wheel. And 4.9 liter 301, who gives a shit? This thing's fast, it's fun, it's reliable, and it'll bring you home a trophy at your next car show.
Absolutely. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. We'll put the link down in the comment section of this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.